Hello and good day. Today I'm going to do a face off. I've got these natural scales, ivory to be exact. I've got 5 of them. They're meant to be a 7-day set. And it says Macleod, and I can't find anything like about them. But thankfully, one of them, because I know how much he liked his branding, says Joseph Elliott, best silver still. They're old. I think they're pre-1900s. Yeah, like I said, I've got 5 of them, and they're lovely razors. Like, I've got a Joseph Elliott somewhere. The scales were knackered on it, and I'm damn near sure that it's the same grind and shape as these. So they're like near wedge. Is ever gonna zoom in on that? No, I doubt it. Especially if I show my face. Yeah, like I said, I've got 5 of them. Brilliant metal. Like, whatever way you look at it, the metal's marvellous. This one's got some lovely serrations on this side. Whether you're going to see it or not, I'm not too sure. So I've got 5 of them to try. I might give these 2 a whirl. Give them a stripe each. And then I've got this little EDV Neistrom. Nice little razor. I'm not 100% sure that is shave ready. Looking at the edge and everything, it looks it. But it just the same. Don't feel right to my fingers and thumbs, so I'm interested to give it a go on the whiskers. Otherwise that'll be back to the drawing board. And I've got this little MK number 2. Little CV. And these are the number 2. It's where's a hollow ground? I'd say damn near full hollow, really. And that seems really plucky on my thumb, but that's another one. I'm not 100% sure that's ready. But there you go, we'll give them a whirl. That's what this is about. I'm not frightened of a few failures. I think you're always going to have a few. That EDV, it just feels a little tiny bit wiry. But we'll give it a whirl. So I've had a nice shower. Stropped them all. Ready for an old test. Been making some scales today, a couple of out of a plastic type thing. Forget the actual kind of brand name of it now. And a nice piece of little dark horn that I think's got some bit of like light streaks coming out of it when it gets polished. And that's for it's celebrated, what was it? King William razor. I think that's by Joseph Elliott. It's definitely by one of the old traditional British brands. Might be Joseph Elliott, I forget now. It's quite a big-ish razor, that one. Right. Let's try this Macleod. Real name, Joseph Elliott. I'm thankful he stamped them, like, because I knew it was probably that brand, just from the shape of it. They did a lot of these types, like, real nice gimping. Like, these must have been definitely some of the best razors of the day, man, because like even down to their gimping, it's just class, simple as that. This one is Thursday. They're a bit faint, the old 9. I've not shaved with many wedge types. Like some people, they really prefer them. It's a very different feel. And I don't know if it's coming across. But there's a very different sound to it as well. See, it's a weird one, it really is, because like I said, I'm not shaving many wedge types, and some people, their faces, their skin, their technique, you know, like they basically, they prefer the wedge types. But I'm definitely in the hollow ground, preferably shoulderless and stabiliserless. It's like something over the 20-21 mil mark is that's my avenue of, they're the ones that suit me. Because the thing is with these, got no flex like in the blade, which like to some is obviously great. And I'm totally not knocking. But to me, I prefer, like I said, shoulder hollow ground, shoulder stableless. This is the other one. So this one has lost more metal, if you know what I mean. It's less of a blade. It's weird because it doesn't show so much on the bevel, if you know what I mean. It's taking it off though, like a laser. One thing you have to be slightly more aware of when the old wedge types. Is your angle. So, because you ain't got no flex in these, you have to be a bit more aware of your angle. Yeah, see that one is not what I'd call shave ready. So that one is going to go back to the stones and see if we can't improve it. That one's a tiny bit what I call a bit grabby. So we'll get that back, have a look. Like to my eye it seems nice, smooth, but you never know. Might have a bit of a toothy edge to it or something that I've missed. These things happen, you see. That's why you've got to shave them. That's why you've got to shave them to know. Because you can look with your eye, you can feel with your thumb, you can slice a tomato. I wouldn't waste my tomatoes, I tell you. Can you hear that? You know, you can split your hair down the middle if you want with them. But until you shave, what one's this one? EDV, see? Right. See, that's a prime example of what I mean as well, right? So this felt crap under my thumb. Like seriously, I was just like, this don't feel right. But under the mag and under the load, on the hairs on your arm, all that jazz, you know what I mean, it's popping them off. But seriously, to your finger, it's not that bitey, it don't quite feel right. But as you can hear, and as you can tell, she's taking hair off. I'm really quite pleased that is as well. I thought that was going to be a back to the stone job in. What I will do is I'll have another look at it and just give it a closer inspection and see if I can't see anything, but it's popping hairs off, so smooth. It's incredibly smooth. That's what I mean. Didn't feel like that was ready really, that's why I wanted to give it a go, because I've had a few like that, like in the past, and I've almost chucked them back in the box because I just didn't think they were shave ready, so it's like, right, I can go back. Kind of like put it back in the box as classed as a bit sort of finicky, possibly. So in order of my importance, they almost go back to the queue. Back to the back of the queue even. Right, so this is the little CV, and this one seems ready on the thumb, and all the other. This is the MK number 2, and the MK number 2 was basically a full hollow ground, or at least damn near it, as much as you can on one of these little tiny tiny blades, because it's tiny. But you can tell a mile off, it's got lovely steel. It's got a little bit of home wear that's got a tiny bit sort of fatter, wider even, in the middle. You can see where somebody's sort of been hitting the spine a little bit. I don't know, that might be actually factory, don't know, second thoughts it might be factory. It's like a little tiny bit here. You'll never be able to see it, I don't think. But anyway, excuse me, itchy ear. Right, let's give it a whirl. Cool, that is. Just caught myself there. I think that's on the tip, you know. Let's have a look at that. Barely felt that at all. Only tiny scratch. It's the first scratch I've had in it, yeah. See if you. Oh yeah, I didn't dead the point. I always normally do. That's what your grout's for in your tile room. Not really, eh guys? But you can use anything to dead it. Ooh, very carefully done on the grout. See that? See? I'm a fan of the old square points, but I tell you what, you've got to dead them, because otherwise I can get you. Apart from my little nick, I think that one's alright. I think it could do a bit more stropping, that one. I'm going to make a little strop on a paddle, so when I'm sitting there of a night time, bored, not wanting to watch any more screens or boxes, I can strop a bit. Yeah. Apart from scar on my face next to my scar, don't think that one's going to scar like my other one. For sure. Oh, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards on the Macleod Joseph Elliott. And let's go against the grain with a EDV, I think. Tiny little scratch that was. Didn't even feel that one. Well, barely. I did, because I was a bit like, oh, did it? And she did. She got me. My mum was telling me the other day that my dear old granddad, dad's side, sorry, mum's side, regularly used to just come downstairs with bits of paper all over him, and that was just with the safety razors. Imagine if you're using one of these. That is all. Right, now that EDV is definitely ready. Whatever way you look at it, because that's not diagonal. And I find when I go against the grain with the littler razors, I do get a bit more juddery, is the word probably. Yeah, so that was the EDV, yeah. So that's definitely ready, that one. Just don't bloody feel it, it's really strange. Like I said, I will give it a good going over. See. It's got its own little box as well, that one. The box is like near damn near mint, really. Alright, let's go backwards with this big old wedge. Right, so this is officially the first time going against the grain with a wedge, this is. Not that I really think anything of it, but it's one of them times where you go, first time. Barely feels like it's doing anything. Definitely have to be a bit more aware of your angles. Careful going over my cut, I don't want to go back in it. If you've ever done that, you know exactly why I've said it, because then that's when you do feel it. Only done it once. Can have a competition, I think. First competition if you want. And it is who's got the most wobbliest tongue? Tongue, brilliant. Chin. Some serious movement. It's like it's literally muscle in there. Well, it's definitely a different shape of the old wedge, and well, I've got some like on the back burner, and I probably will keep one, but they're probably not for me. Like I said, I like my sort of 19 plus hollow grounds, shoulderless, stabilisers, full hollow. But I do love the look of these. I've got to tidy up some of the little bits of rust on these yet. I literally got them, just sort of roughly cleaned them up. No form of wet or dry or anything like that. Just because I wanted to have a shave of them, really. Right, who's the winner? Sorry, I've done the tap. This side. So that was the Joseph Elliott to start with, wasn't it? Then I went backwards to the EDV, Neistrom. But, it's not a very scientific test, is it? Right, I've got to get going. Do you have a good day? Clean up, strop up, dry them, put them away. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. I'll see you later.